Drills Talk, episode 39. In this episode, we're going to discuss the top 5 ways to handle bad breaks. This is based off of a blog I wrote in the past entitled Lessonless Tribulations. Going through things that you didn't really learn anything from it. You don't know why it happened. We all go through it. So, why am I the person telling you about how to handle bad breaks? What have I been through? Have I been through anything? What if I'm some entitled guy? I'm not. I've been through some things. I know some stuff. I'm going to share it. Who made me a genius? Me. Drills Talk, episode 39. In this episode, we're going to discuss the top 5 ways to handle bad breaks. But before we get started, please like, subscribe, share, show your love however you want to show your love. I appreciate it. Everyone who's been riding with me, thanks for riding with me. Everybody who hit that subscribe button because of this video, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Every Monday, new blog. Every Wednesday, new Drills Talk, new vlog. Every Friday, a new beat produced by me. Thank you for joining. Let's get started. Number one is to view it as a challenge. So we all been through some things and we're like, this is terrible. This is really setting me back. I feel like crap. What am I supposed to do? Now, you can, ball up in a corner and say, hey, why this happened to me? Blah, 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 cry, whatever. Now, if you need to do that, go do that, but put a time limit on it, get up, and let's view it as a challenge, right? We're going to view this as a challenge because this is not going to be the last time this happens. It's probably not the first time it happened. And if it is the first time, understand that it won't be the last time. This is going to continue happening. Bad breaks happen to good people. Bad breaks happen to bad people. Bad breaks happen. All right. We have to not beat ourselves up. Everyone out here in the world that's trying and striving for something. And a lot of times the thing that you're trying and striving for is the same thing 1,000 to 100,000 to millions of other people are striving for the same thing. And sometimes there's only 1 or 2 or 3 positions, that those million people who want it can get. So, a lot of the times you're not going to be one of the lucky people. You're not going to be one of the fortunate people if you don't believe in luck, that gets that one thing or one of 3 things that everyone is striving for. But that doesn't mean that you beat yourself up. You look at it as a challenge and you say, okay, you know what? The next time I'm going to put myself in an even better position. Let me think about this situation. This was a bad break. I think that I put my best foot forward, but I feel if I did put my best foot forward, I would be chosen over anybody. So what you're going to do is you're going to take some time and you're going to say, okay, well, let me see what I did. Let me go over what I did. Let me go over my steps and everything that I controlled. What could I have done better? Because the stuff out of your control is out of your control. If the person who, was in charge of choosing the person didn't like you for some reason, you weren't going to get that no matter what you did. But you don't know that, right? So what you're going to say is everything that I did, I controlled, my situation. I controlled the way I looked. I controlled the way I smelled. I controlled the way I, spoke, the way I dressed. I controlled that. I controlled my preparation. I controlled that. Okay, did I do everything that I could have done? And you take that as a challenge. Then even if you don't get another opportunity for that, you set yourself up. So every time you're about to do something that you really want, you are like a perfectionist with it. You're trying to do it, as perfect as you can. You're ready. You're over ready probably. And this is going to put you in a position to where a person that's a little off is going to seem way off because you're so on point. Take it as a challenge. Get yourself better. Be extra ready for whatever the next thing is. And don't worry about what didn't happen. That was for someone else. No worries. Number two is it's not you. So we, take job interviews or we go for some, acting role or we submit our beats to some artists and we're like, hey, they didn't choose me. They didn't choose my work. And I know it was great. I put my best foot forward. Why didn't they choose it? It's not always you. Sometimes they're looking for a specific thing. Like you're trying out for a role and you're you. You look like you. Now, I can choose you and go through hours of makeup to try to make you look like the person for the role, or I can choose the person that looks like the person that I had in my head for the role. Yes, you're a better actor, but I know that this person has the part or the look for the part that I want, which means that overall, I feel that my work, my movie or my TV show will feel more as if of how I saw it because I see this person already and you're not that. Yes, you're a better actor. So if you can take that into your head and say, okay, well, they didn't give me a call back and they didn't tell me all that drills. I mean, you're saying this stuff and maybe I'm a better actor. Okay. You tell yourself this stuff. Because if you bust your tail, you know you're a good actor. If you bust your tail and you make music and you spend hours on your beats and you spend hours on your craft and you're meticulous and you're making sure everything sounds right, then you know that you've put your best foot forward. Now, it's not you. That artist may have never even heard the beat, right? That email that you sent is going into a email box with who knows how many thousands of unread emails. Yours didn't get clicked. No harm, no foul. What if they did listen to it and said, you know what, that is good. That's a nice beat, but not for me. That's pretty good for them. And they send it to somebody else and they're like, you get a call 2 months, 3 months down the line when they actually get through their unread messages and they get to it and say, you know what, that's hot. And you get a call and you're like, oh man, I was so down in the dumps about that. Why? That track you thought was for this artist was not. It was for another artist and there's no big deal. That part, not for you. Things happen. And it's not always because of a lack that you're carrying. It's because it's not molded and that opportunity is not for you. There's 7 billion plus of us on this world. Every opportunity that we want is not our opportunity. So relax, understand it's not you, and move forward and get yourself ready for the next opportunity. Number 3. Number 3 is to celebrate accomplishments. So we're beating ourselves up about opportunities that, didn't come through for us or things that we went through that seemed like, there's no rhyme or reason for it happening to us. Okay, but those things happen and we understand that those happen. But what about those accomplishments? Let's look back. Okay, you worked real hard and you thought you would get that. And maybe you tried for like a good month or 2 or 3 to prepare yourself for that interview or prepare yourself for, making that one great track that you thought you can submit to this artist and they'll accept it and they didn't. Okay, cool. But what did you get in that other, that 3 months that you worked? You didn't make one beat, right? Trying to impress that person. You probably made what, 2, 3, 4 a week, right? Over 3 months. You know what I mean? Like, think about how many beats you have just trying to make that one perfect beat for that person over there that didn't want it. But you got, a plethora of other beats that now you have, and maybe it fits other artists. Or the work you did honing your skills on being or playing this role that you didn't get. But this role is in how many different movies? This person that you're playing or portraying, that person, that type of character is in how many different movies? So now you're prepared for that the next time that comes up. Maybe way more prepared than the other people who are trying out for it for the first time. You've been through a character like this. You can take stuff from that character and maybe add that to what they're looking for. And they're like, goodness, you're what I'm looking for. And that thing you did, that's going to take this character to the next level. And you're not doing anything extra. You just are, expressing your understanding of the character and your experience, and you're utilizing that. You should celebrate that because yes, you may not see, the fruits of your labor right now, but what that prepared you for is amazing. So celebrate. Let's say right now, for instance, for me, we're in the middle of a pandemic. It's been going on for months. I'm a musician. I can't get out there. I can't perform. I have children, so I'm not about to just like bypass all the restrictions and be out there and chummy and rubbing elbows and then bring it back to my kids. That's not happening. So I'm kind of stuck. But this stuck is like, okay, well, yeah, I'm stuck, but I'm stuck in the studio. So what am I going to do? I'm going to make beats. I'm going to start a YouTube channel. I'm going to, do this Drills Talk series. I'm going to write blogs again. I'm going to put myself out there. I'm going to do all of this stuff. And because I'm in the house, it's not that much of a burden. It's not a burden at all. I actually really enjoy doing it. This stuff is like the things that occur that we don't celebrate that we should be celebrating. Like I should be celebrating, having a YouTube channel, having over 100, videos and being monetized and all this other great stuff. having all these songs just sitting and waiting and ready, to submit for when movies pick back up and TV shows pick back up, and for myself, my personal projects, or for other people's projects, other up and coming artists that I see, I have music ready for them. I'm not a heavy singer. I have R&B songs ready and waiting. This is just something that we should celebrate. We tend not to think about it. Old me would just say, okay, I'm stuck in the house. I can't, release any videos. It'll be a waste if I do release a video because nobody really knows me. If I'm putting out the video and I can't go out and perform, what's the point? But the new me is saying, okay, well, you can't go out and perform, but you can have all this ready. You can stack these music, stack this music. You can stack these beats. You can write these songs. You can start these videos, and you can publish things that other people can, sitting at home, can watch and learn from and help themselves. And now you're being ultra productive. You're helping yourself and you're helping others. And that's something to celebrate. Try it out. Think about it. Acknowledge just, everything you accomplished and celebrate it. Number 4. Number 4 is to seek other opportunities. So, like I said, you didn't get the part, or they didn't choose the beat, or they felt that you weren't the artist for them, and they didn't really feel your stuff. Okay, cool. But what about other opportunities? You have this music done. You have these monologues, right? You have these monologues. Okay, cool. I can just send them out to other people. They're looking for actors. I'm going to do that. Why not? What other opportunities are out there? Have you looked? You were so focused. You were, laser focused on making this track for this artist, or making this thing for this person, or, getting to know about this company so well, right? That in the interview, like, you couldn't mess up if they asked you any question about the company. But that company said that, we're going to go another way, or yeah, you have a great resume, or we're going to go another direction. Okay, but you know a lot about that industry now, right? Who are their competitors? The artists, they didn't like, your music. Who would be their competitor? Who are they compared to all the time? How good would you feel if this beat was, turned down by this person, you gave it to their competitor and they made a song with it and it ended up being a hit? You would feel great, right? Seek other opportunities. It's not the end of the world. It was a bad break. It's okay. It does happen. You can even say it's not okay. It's still going to happen, but don't beat yourself up. Don't waste too much time. Just, seek other opportunities. Understand all you got out of chasing that opportunity that didn't work out, and understand that you can utilize that in the future. That is a skill. That is an asset. It's not wasted time. So seek other opportunities. Understand that this happens. Build yourself up. Prepare yourself to get even better. Number 5. Number 5 is to laugh in his face. So you're going to laugh in the face of the bad break. You're not going to let it bother you. You're not going to allow it to bother you. You're not going to say, oh, it's beating me up again. Life's getting at me, blah, blah, blah. You can laugh in his face now because you understand that even if it didn't work out, you've gotten so much out of your preparation in hopes for it to work out. You've gotten so much experience. You've gotten so much better at your craft that it's okay that it didn't work out, because you know what? It gave you an extra monologue to use. It gave you an extra character to portray. It gave you some extra time. You made extra music. You wrote a couple more songs than you normally would write, trying to get this opportunity. You laugh in the face of the bad break. The bad break happened, but it prepared you and gave you enough stuff, enough, gumption to go on and get up and say, you know what? I'm not going to let that stop me. That's not a roadblock. That's not even a stop sign. I'm going to continue going forward. I laugh in the face of that bad break. That bad break, that was that loss. That was their loss. That has nothing to do with me. I'm prepared. I am working on my craft. I am ready for the next opportunity. Let's get it. Let's go. Thanks for listening. It's Drills.com. So it's Drills Talk, episode 39, the top 5 ways to handle bad breaks. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. It's Drills.com. Check this out. It's Drills.